The capital of the Republic of Austria, and one of Europe's most visited cities, Vienna owes much of its charm and rich history to its splendid location on the banks of the Danube River. For centuries the gateway between West and East Europe, it was the natural nucleus of the once sprawling Habsburg Empire, and to this day remains Austria's most important commercial and cultural hub. Vienna continues to attract over 17 million visitors each year with its many great historical sightseeing opportunities, its fabled collections of art, glittering palaces, and exceptional musical heritage. This appreciation of the nation's rich culture is still very evident in Vienna's magnificent museums, its fine concert halls, and one of the world's great opera houses. Here are some of the popular attractions you might want to see on your first visit to Vienna. The spectacular 18th-century Schonbrunn Palace and Gardens is worth visiting not only for its magnificent architecture, but also for its beautiful park-like setting. This beautiful Baroque palace contains more than 1,441 rooms and apartments, including those once used by Empress Maria Theresa. The history of the palace spans over 300 years, reflecting the changing tastes, interests, and aspirations of the Habsburg monarchs. It has been a major tourist attraction since the mid-1950s. The Hofburg is the former principal imperial palace of the Habsburg dynasty. Located in the center of Vienna, it was built in the 13th century and expanded several times afterwards. It also served as the imperial winter residence, as Schonbrunn Palace was the summer residence. Since 1946, it is the official residence and workplace of the President of Austria. The Vienna State Opera House is a 1,709-seat Renaissance revival venue, and was the first major building on the Vienna Ring Road. It was built from 1861 to 1869 and inaugurated as the Vienna Court Opera in the presence of Emperor Franz Joseph and Empress Elizabeth of Austria. It became known by its current name, after the establishment of the First Austrian Republic in 1921. Stadtpark is divided in two sections by the Wienfluss, and has a total surface area of 65,000 square meters. Scattered throughout the park are statues of famous Viennese artists, writers, and composers, including Mozart, Johann Strauss, Franz Schubert, and Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. St. Stephen's Cathedral is the mother church of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Vienna and the seat of the Archbishop. The current form of the cathedral was largely initiated by Duke Rudolf IV from 1339 to 1365, and stands on the ruins of two earlier churches, the first a parish church consecrated in 1147. The most important religious building in Vienna, St. Stephen's Cathedral, has borne witness to many important events in Austrian history, and with its multicolored tile roof has become one of the city's most recognizable symbols. Vienna's Kunsthistorisches Museum is housed in a magnificent building created expressly to show off the tremendous art collections of the Habsburg royal family. The superb collection of Dutch art features the world's largest collection of works by Peter Bruegel the Elder, including his masterpiece Tower of Babel. Rathaus, Vienna City Hall, was constructed from 1872 to 1883 in a neo-Gothic style according to plans designed by Friedrich von Schmidt. It houses the office of the mayor, as well as the chambers of the city council, and Vienna Landtag Diet. For a brief period between 1892 to 1894, the Vienna City Hall was the world's tallest building, until it was eclipsed by Milwaukee City Hall. Hundertwasser Village is composed of a few multi-colored apartment blocks, decked out in an interesting architectural style, devised by Friedensreich Hundertwasser. The style is reminiscent of Gaudi in Barcelona, with many curves rather than straight lines. They are just as much a part of Vienna as St. Stephen's Cathedral. For many tourists, a ride with the two-horse carriage is one of the highlights. There is almost no cozier way to explore Vienna's attractions.